To my friends, the ones who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm playing a video from the account where I saved the video when they said Michael Jackson's spirit exits. The spirits that exist in this world before Katherine Jackson ever know she was gonna have a number 7 child. The spirit have no name. That spirit is making duplicates. That spirit is Enrique. That spirit is Elton John. That spirit is Michael Jordan. That spirit is all the men in this world. It is just one spirit. That spirit is R. Kelly. That spirit is even this boy talking, but when he sleep, he have an energy that give him ideas, and all the books what he see lying on the table. I will save the video. All the book what lying in the table, he think it's just book. It's not just book. Those books are written by a consciousness. The consciousness is invisible, but those books are alive more than all the bodies that will be dead in this world. The only time those books will be vanished if when the water hit them. But those books will stay in the cast. Someone else will read it and play the part. Is that what he is doing? He can't think for himself. He becomes the body that translates the voices and that is invisible in the book. For every human being that lives in this world, if you understand, you're not just 50 years old. You used to be 1 year old. If you understand, the only difference between you and me is that the shoes what you was using, you thinking you throw it away. But your shoe went to the recycle. They make it brand new for me, and I came and wear it. Only it looks different, but it's the same recycle the last 500 years. If you understand, all the clothes that we wear and we see it's new, and we see the old one we get like we don't like it, only when they take it to recycle and they bring it for us in new fashion, we jump in to get it because we see, our eyes show us it's really new. But if they put the new clothes in the darkness and the old clothes in the darkness, and you have to find something, if your eyes don't show you what is new and what is old, you will only feel with your arm you find something to put on because you're feeling cold. Because if you're underneath the darkness, if it's not cold, nobody can see if you wear something or you don't. When it's dark, nobody can see your fashion. So everything what we see in this world comes with light. Every abuse, every distraction comes with light. If you understand, when you have your beautiful woman, when you go out in the street, everybody is watching at her. If you have your man who is handsome, everybody is watching. There's no limit, there's no boundary. Everybody can fantasize what they want. Everybody can have an imagination. The saddest thing is you cannot read their mind. You don't know what they're feeling unless they tell you. I want you to listen what I don't listen yet. I was playing the video. I want you to listen what I'm about to listen to.
If you see it even here, most of the people on the bottom. You see, so the ancestral energy of magic that was tapped into in the Camite or the African world has long been gone. There's some motherfuckers who can help you. You know what I'm saying? Who can help you. Now, every now and then you'll get somebody that's enlightened or an advanced soul, and those are the ones that you're supposed to contact. But not really from down the damn street. Or your fucked up grandmama, your granddaddy. This is no disrespect.
Listen, I pull it back.
That was tapped into in the Camite or the African world has long been gone. There's some motherfuckers who can help you. You know what I'm saying? Who can help you. Now, every now and then you'll get somebody that's enlightened or an advanced soul, and those are the ones that you're supposed to contact. But not really from down the damn street.
Okay. I'm gonna try to make sure this is the last video I'm gonna react on. I will listen to the video further, but this little statement I listened to, the saddest part is the guy is not in the video. His shadow is stolen. They steal his shadow. The energy that's using his body to talk, use his face, his image and everything, and his body went away. And now this video is posted in YouTube, and the video is inside my house. The body is not inside my house, but his face, his image is here. But if I check back the day he was born, and I compare his baby picture and what he become right now, they are totally two different people. Until people stop judging. The other video I make just when I say he's pregnant, the looks of it like I'm insulting the guy. Well, I'm sorry, the energy inside of the body is a little light. The energy doesn't eat food. The energy need no whiskey. The energy need nothing except an orgasm. Energy make the body. Energy is developing the body. The body is driven only by electricity. When the two energy connect together, there is a body build. And until people understand the energy, whenever drink a whiskey, that's the deceiving part from the human mind. If it doesn't take a whiskey to make the pregnancy, why do you think the soul need a whiskey? I know there are those who say I was drunk, I get pregnant. Well, funny. He's telling you have to contact some spirits that can help you. The last time I checked, it takes a government that lives in this world to put a paper in my bank when the farmer that is working hard to make the food for me. The people who are working hard to make the clothes that has to come in the shop. It doesn't take somebody's summer. It takes the spirit that lives inside of the body of the people. The strength, the energy that is inside the people. If all those people who are making the food, who reconstruction, you're big English. Who doing recycle? If they all was sitting in the school, they all was standing posting video like you and me, we all will be dead by now. But until you understand, calling on ancestor or not, if the people who have to build a house, they don't build it, you don't sleep in the night, you wake up in the morning, you see a house appear. The only reason you can see it, you're in the prison home, and people are putting block by block by block by block till the house is ready. In the beginning you see nothing. When they're building it, it looks rubbish. A couple of months later, it's ready. You see it like it was there before. But you forget, it takes a consciousness in the mind of the people to build it. They only can build it because they see the picture. I mean, man take the pen and drawing thinking they're drawing it. No, it takes the consciousness inside the mind. The consciousness that doesn't need to go to school to tell them how to do it. The other side, I want to tell you, Mr. Bobby, on the other side, your name doesn't exist. My name doesn't exist. Your body is the way how it is because they want to make sure when people watching you, they can watch how uncomfortable you are instead of the knowledge that you're translating from the books. If those books that is lying on the table, the video I just saved, if those books cannot speak for themselves, it's the same way you have to understand the consciousness that lives in those books, lives in this world. When they are a little baby, they cannot speak till they reach to the stage. They have to find other book that can give them a consciousness to translate for the next people. The soul that is inside our body, in the past I get so much misinformation. When they're putting butt naked girls in my playlist, the only thing I see is just the soul is about sex, about sex, about sex. But I know the more orgasm I give, the more knowledge I get, because it's the root where we came from. It is not sex. The more orgasm I give, I notice it is electric shock. It is not what the people think it is. When the guy gives the orgasm, he's pulling out what the woman cannot pull out when she get an orgasm. The woman get milk in her breast. When she have a baby, the milk is coming from the breast. But when she is developing the baby, the same amount of milk that developing in the breast, the same amount of orgasm liquid is developing in the dick of the guy. And every time you get a reaction, you have a drop out, what you can see. And now it's the milk in the porno industry. And the world is all about sex, but not about the electricity that is inside our body. Without electricity in our body, if we only survive by the cold breeze and the cold ice, everybody will be freeze. Because the cold wind actually was nothing till the man who tried to play smart than us create a very cold breeze to make sure we can use the heating and sleep on the heating that is not healthy for us. A lot of people turning the heating on so high, and when they sleep in, their blood is steaming from this hotness, and then they go outside, the cold breeze is freezing their blood, and you ask yourself why people get sick. Well, your body is just beef. You buy the beef in the shop from the cow, you put it in the freezer and take it out, and put it in the heating and take it back, put it in the freezer, and then you tell me what will happen to that beef. It's the same as the body of the human being. But the painting, when the skin is painted, you can see what happened to your flesh on the inside. I said it the last time. When you put the heating on, when it gets too hot, when the sunlight is in the sky, it is pure electricity that came in our eyes to show us everything. The sunlight goes down, everybody disappear in the street. Where is the sunlight? It's inside the house. Everybody follow the light inside the house. If you understand that when you buy a bottle of blood, when you keep it in the freezer, it's gonna be freezing. When you put it next to the warm water, it's gonna be melt. That is what happening in the body of the human being. We have sunlight 24 hours a day. And now we have studio that hide in the sunlight. They only give us a little light inside our sky that's coming up and goes down. In America, light is coming up later and goes down. Hong Kong light come up later and goes down. London is going down 1 hour later. Sierra Leone 2 hours later. If all those different lights, when you're watching the newspaper, it's telling you the sunlight over there is hot, there's 1 degree, there's 20, there's 30. If that doesn't tell you it's not the same sunlight in the sky, that we've been deceived. But until you understand the farmer that is making the food for you to survive in this fantasy field, what the soul is going through. The saddest part is, I always say, when someone fall in love with someone, before they met, the back name of the boy was just 1. When he have his wife, they become 2. When they have 10 children, they become 12. They all have the same back name. But at the end of the day, it was just 1 person who have the back name. And now they become the 12 of them. Live your life and give thanks to the people who are working hard, when the rest of us doing nothing, only big mouth and being lazy. There's nobody else who's coming to help us.